Where were we?
The cat was not startled, by the way.
You were calling us dumb.
No,
On the same night that you called me ugly, you were calling us dumb. I don't care if you finish what you started saying. And starts walking.
Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign setting. I am Philip.
I'm Eric.
I'm Colin.
I'm Murray.
I'm Casey.
All right, and welcome back. Gang, what happened last time?
Shade started a fight.
They ruined my mummy.
Let's call it what it is. We ran into an altercation between a pretty man and a skeleton man. And skeleton man brought a zombified corpse back to life. And we killed it. Now we're having dinner.
Yes, that is pretty much it.
Yeah.
There was
shot
some...
it a stander-by, just because.
So you have you're at the Ship's Cat, enjoying a nice meal, and have been here a bit and finished your nice dining experience, and are getting up to leave with Solarka, and she has been just commiserating at, or just lamenting her absence. Again, the number of things that happened to prevent her from arriving in time to help you smash a mummy. It's just, she has many times sworn vengeance on several people who delayed her. So it's going to be a thing.
And for the record, you said that she made us retell the story over and over. Every time upon retelling, Wog's confidence in storytelling got better until he was acting out the motions of a completely overblown action sequence that involved all of us doing Matrix-style moves, but the confidence in the interaction got up.
Excellent.
Great job, buddy.
Eventually you guys climb out from the table and head out from the Ship's Cat. Solarka kind of sighs. Well, I should return. My father will need help closing down the shop and cleaning things up before the end of the day. So next time you come get me.
Definitely.
Before you engage the mummy.
Definitely. I'll tell the monster to wait.
Not how.
And,
Or you lure the mummy over to the forge.
Okay.
When I control things better, maybe that'll happen. But I'll try.
I will hold you to this. You have all the luck. All right. Good night. She turns and thumps off down the
Good night. Good night.
down the street. Her 7-foot tall frame making its own path through the street.
Hey guys. Guys, she's gonna be so upset when I accidentally start another fight and she's not there. And would you?
You didn't start the fight. To be fair, you engaged the mummy, but the mummy was harming other people. You did a good thing. Did good work.
Good work.
I didn't
not
want
what I
it
was
to
trying
sound
to
bad.
do.
I'm sorry. I wasn't bad that you started. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. It was a good one.
No, I didn't want to start the fight. I wanted it to stop, and then it was in front of me, so that wasn't it stopping. But I guess we did stop it eventually. But Solarka's gonna be so mad, and I don't know. I mean, do we just like invite her on trips now?
I think we should go find a monster, and we should bring it to the forge.
Okay.
You guys are dumb. She hyperbole.
Whoa.
Cat.
Oh boy.
Just kicking stuff off the desk.
An actual play at home with friends, D&D.
That's right.
Where were we?
The cat was not
You
startled, by the way.
were calling us dumb.
No,
On the same night that you called me ugly, you were calling us dumb. I don't care if you finish what you started saying. And Wog starts walking.
we need to not be bringing monsters or fighting monsters anywhere.
You say that like we always have a choice, but that's no.
That they're so far.
I didn't. Nope. Nope.
I mean, other people were potentially
I
going to
didn't-
die.
I mean, they kind of should have run away faster.
Well, that's neither here nor there, I suppose.
They were definitely there.
And here.
If there is a strange background noise coming from me, it is my dog who's wrestling around on the ground with one of his toys, and his claws keep scratching at the carpet as he just writhes around like an insane creature. So
That's a good boy.
if you're hearing a weird sound
sounds
behind,
of
a
joy.
weird sound in the background of my video, that's Strider. He's having a very nice time.
Good for him.
Yes. Anyway,
Probably because no one's called him dumb and ugly tonight.
I mean, that's true. As far as I know, no one has.
You are not alone in being called dumb.
Nobody's
I don't
dumb.
think that makes you feel any better, but
Esri's just
I'm
being
there too.
Turn to fist bump.
Don't look at me. You're the one that called him dumb.
So it's
Is everyone at the table forgetting why we're in a tree in this city? We're just
No.
gonna go flashing our abilities all around for anyone who might accidentally encounter a wee little mummy?
I mean, as long as our marks stay hidden, we're not doing anything that anybody else can do. I mean, in
That
my defense, I did not use my
very
mark
well-dressed man took a special note of what we did. I'm not trying to be known.
I would like to once again point out that I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't want that to happen. So, I'm with you. Okay, I did openly say that I wanted to bring a monster back to Solarka. That, okay.
For this fight, we didn't want to fight it. We didn't make it come to life. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
You're
interesting
right.
point about
You're
that.
right.
Did you make it come to life?
I wish.
Okay.
No.
Esri started the fight.
No.
Esri started the fight.
It wasn't me. It was the elf guy. The old elf guy.
The skeleton man?
I like that guy.
Yeah.
That person.
He did something, and he made it. It knocked itself out of a sarcophagus. Those things are heavy.
I mean, the
You said it didn't hit you that hard.
pack's quite a punch.
Well, no, I
mean,
just said
it-
that for Solarka. It hit me really, really hard. Don't tell her, but no, it hurt really bad.
Oh,
Why did
Yeah.
you lie to Solarka? That's a weird thing to do.
No,
yeah. You should have
didn't.
said something here. Good berry.
my 1 HP comes back.
You have 10 1 HP mushrooms to eat.
Oh, huzzah! I'm gonna eat one to return to full health, and I now have.
you were only down 1. I see.
Yeah, we took a short rest, so I got it.
What kind of hit die do you have?
He's a barbarian. He's got a D12.
Whoa!
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, that hit would have knocked me fully unconscious. By the way.
And Ari says to Wog, and you did a great job, and punches him on the arm, and Wog, you don't notice. Like, that Ari made physical contact with you.
Ari, take one. No.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
you
have
saw
the
him
skull.
bring it back to life?
Yeah, it was
What did-
really quick.
I didn't
he
see
just
it
sort of-
happen.
He just sort of like, I don't know, made a gesture like this, and then there was a light. Oh no! That's right. His like face glowed.
The
And
skeleton face.
as Ezri's getting excited by this, his green eyes become quite a bit lighter green.
Is that something we would have noticed
Do your
before?
eyes normally change?
It's probably we've been together in enough situations that have involved excitement.
Okay.
That you would know that.
Well, we got this thing, and holds the bust up.
What does it do?
I don't know. I mostly took it in case we run into that elf person again. I can give it to them because this seemed like something worth taking based on what they were talking about. So, yeah. Best case scenario, it contains an ancient spirit of an elf. Worst case scenario, it's a piece of rock.
Is it for sure a good thing if it contains the spirit of an elf?
Wait, did you get those flipped?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how we would activate it. So, I mean, I figured like when we take it home, the most danger it can cause is if we like had a haunted doll in the house or something. So, but I don't think it's
So
gonna.
you want me to put it outside?
That may be a severe lack of imagination.
I mean, he didn't make it seem like a spirit was going to come out and like talk to us or anything. So
He didn't make it seem like anything. You picked it up and he said, okay.
no, I'm talking about the elf guy was talking about how not quite important people, but kind of important people can have their spirits attached to things that look like this. Were you not listening to them when they were talking?
The guy who was talking about his grandpa?
Yes.
I heard grandpa from
Turns
the
out-
skeleton guy, and then
turns
he
out
said
that
it
was-
wasn't his grandpa.
That was just a bit more hyperbole. It wasn't actually his grandpa. The guy's still alive,
Yeah. Grandpa's still
which
alive.
seems like a bit of emotional manipulation to me.
His dead grandpa's alive?
His dead grandpa isn't. Well, he's not
We've
dead.
been over
He's
this
just
long.
his grandpa.
Hang on.
There's people who are
Real
alive.
quick,
and there's people who are.
Do I need to care about this?
No, you're good.
Okay. It didn't feel like that. So, okay. Grandpa, you picked up his head after you killed him though, right?
Yeah. No, it's actually right here, sitting on the table, next to me. I don't
What?
have anywhere to put it.
Are we back at the treehouse?
I
I was
thought we left
imagining
the
you guys
restaurant.
were.
I thought we were still.
Or are we
Right.
Well, we got up from the table to walk out when Solarka left us. I didn't know if we're having this conversation on the move.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
know
I
we
missed
got up. I thought she stood up and left.
It
and
sounds
we
like
were
the majority of you think you're still at the ship's cat, so we'll go with that.
Wog has been having this conversation with his imaginary friends on his walk back to the treehouse. Turns around and realizes he's completely alone.
All of us are back at the ship's cat being like, why did he just leave?
That is way too much woman. For him. Yikes.
And Ari rips off a little last piece of bread and offers it up to Jerome, who eats the piece of bread and then hops off and takes off. He's like, well, I'm done. You all want to get out of here?
If we're still there, Wog has been eating actually over the course of the time after Solarka left. Once she took off, I have been
It's like that
eating as
scene
well.
from Beauty and the Beast where he's
Garfield
trying to eat
with
soup,
lasagna
where he's
over
just
here.
like has the spoon up here, just
Yeah, exactly.
Shade is attempting to, unsurprisingly, get the cat's attention. Any cat in any vicinity.
It's not hard
She
here.
Loved having Jerome
Cats
at the
are
table.
extremely friendly.
Yeah. Petting them, giving them pieces of food, all the cuddles.
There are cats brushing against your legs and cats walking along the back of the booth and cats up in the rafters. It's just
This
Wog
is good.
loves all of them, but only knows how to pat them on the head. That's the love he gives to them. That's as delicate as he can be.
well, okay. So eventually you gather up your ancient elven bust, your ancient elven skull, and your various things, and begin making
This
your
got
way
real
back.
dark.
And begin
Imagine
making
this
your way
bust.
back to the treehouse.
this bust is probably kind of heavy. So I give it to Wog and he's like, hey, will you put this in your bag, your pack? Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks, man. Mm-hmm.
So it's late. The sun's going down. Mm-hmm. Sun stays up pretty late here. You're in kind of an equatorial region, so sun's out pretty late. You're making your way back toward the treehouse, and you're passing through one of the market squares when you hear a shout of alarm, and you look over and you see a door swing open at a house, and a young girl comes just pelting out, saying, "No, no, 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 no!" Just bolting across. And moments later, a swarm of levitating cutlery and plates come flying out of the door in pursuit of her.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
I mean, I feel like we should do something.
How far are we from the forge?
Not super far. You're not like, it's not like right there. But probably, I mean, you're probably a good quarter mile from it.
Is the young woman running towards us or like across?
She is running into, she's now starting to like dodge under market stall tables and everything. And these things are just sort of swarming out around, hunting after her. Someone roll a perception check. Someone who's attending to I guess, Ari, you're paying attention to where she is. Roll a perception check.
Good. 10.
Okay. You see her sort of dodge behind, put herself up against the back of a market stall, and you see some plates and knives come whizzing by and then pause and seem to sort of like search around and then chase after. It's like, nah! She's running, dodging under tables, leaping over things.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question, and it's only because of Ari's flaw. I'm not trying to be weird or anything. Would she be considered conventionally attractive?
She would be considered conventionally like 11.
Oh, okay. Then no.
Well answered.
Conventionally 11.
Well and thoroughly answered.
Okay then. I mean, Ari feels like he should do something.
You see a market stall vendor who's watching this girl come racing around, suddenly look up, and just a tea set just smashes him in the face and shatters, and he sort of drops back.
Okay, we should do something.
Is it the elf spirit?
Shade, make a perception check.
$23.
You see the girl dodge under a table and sort of huddle down under it as the swarm runs past her. But as she's huddling down under it, you see the goods on the table begin to vibrate and then levitate off the table and suddenly dive under the table at her. Stop it! And just bolts. I'm sorry!
I just don't know how we deal with this. Like,
What did you...
Ooh.
Wog smash.
How far away is she?
How far away is she? She is about 30 feet away. People are running for cover. People are shouting at her. People are there is chaos spreading through this little market square of vendors who are packing up for the day.
Ari's gonna... Is there like a pretty condensed swarm of plates and cutlery at this point?
Yeah.
Ari's just gonna fire a shot into the swarm to see what happens.
Okay.
Can I ask a question before that shot
Sure.
gets fired? Just an observation question. As the first swarm passed, and then the things that's on the table above her started to levitate, did the cutlery that flew past drop to the ground, or did that rejoin?
Yeah, they have the swarms have merged into the swarm.
Okay, that sucks.
As Ari makes a move, Estri says, "No, it's a choice to get involved. You're making a choice."
Yep, I'm making a choice, and I feel like it's the right one. 21 to hit.
Okay. You hit. Roll damage.
5.
So your bolt of energy flies through the swarm. It knocks a couple knives and spoons out of the air and continues on its trajectory and eventually smashes against a wall. So some harm was done to the swarm, but rules time. The nature of swarms is that as a swarm, it takes a little less damage from conventional means of attack. Because you're imagine taking a longsword and trying to kill a swarm of mosquitoes.
Tough.
But you did harm it. It wasn't nothing.
Shade. Now might be a good time to go boom.
Yeah, I'll try. So I walk towards the girl. I'm not close enough for it. And I'm not sprinting there. I'm not eager to get in a fight with cutlery. This is not cool.
As you walk, you
but she
see
did say, "I'm
see a
sorry."
line of forks burst out the back of a tent and swirl around.
Who did you apologize
Followed
to?
followed quickly by a line
you
of seashell
apologizing to?
necklaces.
And so she, from observers, it may look like it's on purpose, but just with the mass increasing, she just sort of yelps and thunder wave happens.
Okay. So it makes a save, right?
Yes, it does. 15 foot cube.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it's Constitution. So it's got an 11.
Oh,
Is that your saving throw?
no, I just don't have 10. It's not great. But it does take half damage if it's successful.
Okay.
So
So
I
roll
get
that.
to roll 2d8. $12.
12. All right, so
So sorry, half of that would be 6.
okay. So you, I mean, is this just still reaction from them, or has Shade actually managed to do it on purpose?
Quick question though. It does say, in addition, unsecured objects that aren't completely within that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from me.
Awesome. So,
And the boom is audible out to 300 feet.
so yeah, there. I mean, it is a thunderclap happens in the midst of these market stalls. A huge mass of stuff is just blasted out of the swarm, but also a table flips over and several tent pegs go flying, and one of the market stalls just falls in on itself as the young girl sort of looks back and begins racing toward the source of that. Whatever just damaged the swarm sees the shifter and just begins racing towards Shade with a mass of creature of small, random at this point objects in hot pursuit.
Can I make an Arcana check? Figure out
Sure. Shade, how much
What's going on?
how much damage was that again?
6.
While this is, once the boom happens, Esri's gonna kind of squat down into pooping position and I don't know, child pose. I don't know what to call it.
Apparently, that's what we're calling it.
he squats. Is that the word
I
you're
think
looking
just-
for?
Yeah.
Squat or crouch.
He squats down.
Sufficient.
Crouching.
I don't know if I'm more disappointed in you for saying it or me for knowing exactly what you meant. Wog's gonna turn to Ezri and say, "Can I help?" Not with the pooping, with the fight. I'm asking for permission to engage here.
Go.
To not
From
make you
Ezri?
angry. Yeah. You've been
So
angry at every
as you
fight
do
we've
that,
gotten into.
Esri sort of, he doesn't really acknowledge you, and he kind of says, "What do you want me to do? I'm not equipped for this."
Can I help?
Yeah, you know, if I die, it doesn't do you any good. And he gets up and starts walking towards it all.
Shade, roll a D100 for me.
This got real.
This is their damage die, D100.
51.
Okay, thank you.
How average.
That is very, very average. Yes. Well done. You win a prize. 15 points for you.
When I die, do I get to have my spirit in a bus for being mediocre?
That's what
10,000.
that's what the points are for. It's what do we infuse your spirit into when you die? All right. So Shade has engaged.
Ari was making a.
Ari
Sorry,
has
Ari's making an
shot,
Arcana
and
check.
Ari's making an Arcana check. Thank you. Yes. What was your Arcana check?
I got an
Ari?
8.
An 8. Okay. Man, this is weird.
Yep.
Ari is not making an Arcana check.
Man,
He's making it an Arcana,
it's
huh?
real strange.
This city,
but-
am I right?
Got storm reach, right? The girl dives past Shade, and Shade looks up into the onrushing swarm of knickknacks, and gets attacked.
And Ari's just standing there going, "That was my idea. That was my idea." Good
Oh,
job.
that is Weird. It like landed leaning against the edge of my box, just like perfectly balanced on its point.
That's a 0 then.
No, there's no number showing, so yeah.
Only way to interpret it.
That's reasonable. 19.
I took algebra. It's an
assume gets
imaginary
you.
number. Ooh.
Yes, it does.
Right.
And you're gonna roll real low, right?
We'll
For that
find out.
damage.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as this swarm just slams into you. Little things like it's like, I don't know, I mean, it's like a swarm of insects like flew past your face. Little bits cut, you feel something sharp cut your cheek. Your clothes are scuffed
Like
and
a
torn.
fork sticking out of my shoulder like this.
No, not quite that like
Okay.
serious, but yeah, a whole lot of it's just there's nothing to dodge. Like it's just everywhere all of a sudden. What's oh, go ahead.
She yells at the little girl. And I was like, "What did you do?"
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. It didn't. I really. It was. I didn't, it just happens, and she turns and runs.
I am going to hit her.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
If you will allow me to do specifically non-lethal
Yes,
damage.
I will allow you to do specifically non-lethal damage.
Okay.
With your
But are you hitting her with your stick?
If it can be specifically non-lethal, yes, I will.
You can hit. You can specifically non-lethally hit her.
All right.
Because non-lethal damage doesn't hurt.
I don't care about hurting.
That's
her.
canon.
While he's doing that for
All right, so I'll cast Jubilee on my staff, my stick, and hit her.
Covered in sharp thorns.
20.
Yes.
Okay.
an 11-year-old girl running erratically is hit by a
Eight
20.
damage.
That's weird.
Assume that's enough to knock her
Yes.
out.
You just sort of she runs right into it, and so it's just thump.
Oh,
I'm gonna kind of like just pop her and try to catch her.
Okay.
So she doesn't like hit the ground in this kind of.
And immediately everything falls to the ground.
What the hells?
Yeah. Can I make a quick look? Does she have a visible dragon mark?
Give me. I will take either perception or investigation here. Probably perception is what it really is.
It's better.
Okay, well then let's use that.
Cool. 21.
21. You see, just barely peeking out from her hairline, right back here on the sort of on the side and back of her neck, some faintly glowing, swirling, jagged lines, which are fading.
I'm gonna pick her up, put my arm around to make sure that that's covered, and start walking her back to the door she came out of.
Anybody come out of that door during all of this?
No. Shade. A group of very disgruntled merchants are walking towards you. Where is she? What? Do you see what just happened to my stall?
I didn't.
She took off that way.
I did. No, I don't. What happened? Bye.
Wog steps up next to Shade and starts parroting what Ari said.
That's what
over
that's
there.
what Ari went with.
Over there.
That way.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
To the test now.
Wait, me?
No.
Or
Ari.
Okay.
Unless you want to push yourself to cancel
Wait,
the disadvantage.
he has help. Does that cancel the disadvantage?
14.
was I? Oh,
Okay. I will
Wog
roll
was helping.
insight on behalf of the merchants. We'll say the merchants add 3 to their insight because that seems like a useful skill as a. They rolled a 2, so 5.
Nice.
So
That way.
several of them run off after her, or well, after her.
Ari immediately turns to Shade and go, "Are you okay?"
Well, I got attacked by Cutlery, so no, I am not. You asked me to step in, and I stepped in, and it did not help. And she did not help.
But
And
if it would have hit her, it probably would have been worse, right?
I mean, but would it hit her? Like if she was doing it? If she was doing the
She
thing?
seems scared.
What? She did seem scared.
Ari, you observe that
It is scary.
Shade's tunic is torn over her shoulder in a way that it probably needs not to be.
Ari quickly, just because, yeah, let's make this a thing. Ari quickly takes his shirt off and kind of throws it over her shoulders, like, "You were cut. Let me fix that for you." And he ties his shirt around her shoulder.
Any opportunity to get your shirt off.
He's
we
not
McConaughey over
strong.
here.
He's not muscular. Like he's got a.
He goes, all right.
Where
all right,
is
all
Matthew
right."
McConaughey's shirt?
I'm closer to
Wog still
Christian
has
Bale and the
9
Machinist
of the
than I am to
1
Matthew
HP.
McConaughey. So,
Wog still has 9 of the 1 HP mushrooms from Esri, and I'm going to go and give all 9 of those to Shade. Do you need these?
Can you re-gift mushrooms? Is that?
They're good for 24 hours.
you can always re-gift
Are
mushrooms.
you sure you don't need them? I will. Yes, I will eat them.
I'm fine.
Ari tried to make it clear why he was tying his shirt around Shade's shoulder, by the way. Like he hopefully conveyed it in a way to where Shade doesn't think why. So,
He tried to make it clear why he was tying his shirt over her shoulder.
once again,
So Esri's holding the girl?
Yes, Ezra has the girl.
her.
And is carrying her
Alright,
towards the
Wog's
house.
gonna try and walk
Only
towards
moving-
that.
hold on.
Yeah, I'm taking her to where she came from.
Yeah, I'm going back to the door.
Okay.
What were you saying, Shade?
2 things. Shade only needed 8, so there's still 1 magic mushroom. And then
It's good because there's an unconscious girl.
Shade should not have eaten all the mushrooms. Ugh. And then the second thing is Shade would have automatically known what Ari is doing. Like she is very self-aware and very self-conscious of her shoulder. And so as soon as he was like, oh yes, okay. So she's very grateful and appreciative of that.
Literally give you the shirt off my back.
You did.
Approaching the house, it appears to be a pretty normal house. As you open it, you see just past the entryway, a kitchen in utter disarray. Not at all surprisingly, all of the shelves, all the cabinet doors have flung open, and there's water, like it's just a mess. Just past that, there's what amounts to a living room with a couple of chairs near a hearth. But no one is, no one is apparently home. It looks lived in, but there doesn't appear to be anyone present at the moment.
There's a water source.
Yeah.
Is running water
Yeah.
a thing in this society? Okay. So I'm gonna just try to find a, I guess, clear and dry place to lay her down, get some water, check where I hit her, make sure that's not
She's
too
got
bad.
kind of a goose egg, but not like you have not done permanent harm to her.
And I want to take as close a look as I can at the mark.
Okay.
Is it
So she has kind of frizzy, reddish hair. and the mark is again just below the hairline, where when the hair is, if you can imagine, with the hair laid down, would be relatively concealed, and it is. I mean, it looks in every way that you are aware of like a dragon mark, and based on your awareness of them, looks very much like an aberrant dragon mark. It certainly does not look like any true dragon mark.
Wog walks over as he was heading back first and asks Esri, how is she?
Alive. She's like us. Do you have any of those mushrooms left?
I gave them to Shade.
Here's a mushroom.
Good, good. So I'm gonna take the mushroom and get some water and like pulp it up into some form that I can try to
Mushroom drink.
get her to swallow unconsciously enough to bring her back.
You manage it. We don't need to think about it. You manage it.
I loathe mushrooms, so I'm glad we're cutting this one short.
Same.
I don't like them either.
So yeah, you get it to slide down her throat, and she coughs and stirs and blinks, and then looks around in alarm and sort of jerks back from you and says, "Stay back!" and jumps up and fists, "Stay back!"
Wog
I know how
puts
to
his
fight.
hand right on the top of her head and says, calm down, calm down, calm down,
Shay jumps
Wait.
back.
calm down.
I'm not here to threaten her.
Wait,
And
who,
I quickly use my right hand and I pull my hair up on the side of my head. It's okay. We know.
you were aberrants. What are you doing in my house? What? And she sort of like backs away against the wall.
We saved you from your cutlery.
Oh my God. My mom is going to kill me. We've got to get it back. Did you pick it up? And she makes a bolt for the door.
That no.
I'm not in a position to stop her. She's going to make it if y'all don't.
She, because in my head, Ari had not entered the house yet.
Okay.
Ari just stopped by a merchant and paid a silver to get a shirt real quick on his way over because he figured everybody. And so Ari is like walking through the door as she bolts, like
Just
putting his shirt on.
Straight into you. Just like, lean forward, head right into your gut.
She only had 1 HP. She's passed out again.
Calm down, girl. You only got one hit point.
You have just
take
been
it easy.
You have
Good
just
Lord.
been running headbutted right in the stomach.
You trying to take me out because you're doing a good job? Oh,
Are you one of the?
going on?
We're friends.
There's people in my house. There's aberrants in my house. You've got to do something, and I've got to get my mom's cutlery because she is going to kill me if I don't have it all back in the right place. Because something weird
Close
is
the door,
going
Ari.
on in
Okay.
the house.
okay. Hey. Look at me. Let's take a breath. Take a moment. Okay. You just went through a lot.
It was weird.
You went through quite a bit. Okay. So can you just count to 10 for me? All right. Because you're
Why?
talking way too quick, and I don't know what's going on. So if you're not calm, I'm not going to be calm.
Knives and forks attacked me. We shouldn't be calm because there are aberrants in my house.
Okay. I understand that. But here's the thing.
She doesn't know.
Okay. The
Wog looks at Esri with panic.
the shifter in there. Did you see her when you were running out? Did you see what she did when the forks were chasing you? Because I'm pretty sure
No.
you hid behind her.
She did something, and so I went over there, but I didn't know what she did. I didn't see her do it.
She stood in between you and the cutlery. protect
Yes,
you.
she did do
Yes.
that.
Yes. Which means she doesn't want to hurt you.
What if she just likes cutlery and she was trying to catch it and steal it? What if she's a thief?
Okay, let's take a beat.
What if she did it and made all the cutlery fly out so she could steal it? That would be a really great way to rob a place.
That would be a really great. Shade, you can't do that, can you?
Don't panic.
That could very well be true, but
I'm there.
I'm gonna hit her again.
no, don't. No, you all are not a part of this conversation.
You stop hitting kids.
I was about to say we can't hear this. We can't,
I'm no
or we
longer the bad
can.
guy here.
In the house.
Now, that's a possibility that she made the forks come alive and chase you just so she could steal them in some elaborate means to get to your mother's cutlery by having it stab her when it was coming after you. That is a
No
possibility.
one would suspect it.
It sounds kind of stupid, though.
Wog.
Okay.
Or
Wug
Oh,
sits
watch your
down.
forks.
or I'm guessing is her market all visible to me? 'Cause
Not-
I was not paying attention when
Not
when
in
that
no,
was-
not in this
okay.
circumstance. No.
That's a possibility. All right. But it seems kind of far-fetched. Like, she didn't know that cutlery was in here. We were just walking down the street. And all of a sudden, you're running around with forks and plates chasing you.
Maybe she can see through walls. Maybe she just knows stuff. I hear that about aberrants.
That's so cool.
What
Can ever? Can they?
What else do you hear about aberrants?
You don't know about aberrants?
No, tell me.
They're
Ezra, you have to tell her.
monsters.
Really?
Yes, they have crazy powers and they use them to steal things and kill people
And protect you.
spy on. No.
Because we did,
Is there a mirror visible?
Sure.
I'm going to grab her hand and pull her over to a mirror.
What are you doing? Let go of me.
Esri.
Look.
Look at what?
When the girl turns around, does Ari get to see her neck?
Yes, was when Ezri turns her around, Ari, you can see the mark sticking out from below her hairline.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try to show her her mark.
She is really not looking at the mirror. She is writhing and trying to get her hand out of.
Hey, Esri, you're not okay. Let's just take a beat, okay? Can I make a check like persuasion or something to like calm her?
Everybody, get back from me! And
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna step back. We're not gonna touch you. We're not here to hurt you.
hey, Ezri, what's your AC?
We should get back from her. That is.
Nice.
Me?
Yeah, what's your AC?
10.
The mirror leaps off the wall,
Whoa, man.
and you take 6 bludgeoning damage as it just smashes into you.
Okay, yeah. Calm down.
I'll
Calm
get
down.
your.
Calm down.
I'll get your forks. I'll get your forks. I'll get your
Calm down.
forks.
Calm down.
And she just like rounds on. Did you do that? She's pointing at Shade.
I just.
No, she didn't do
No.
that.
Girl, you did that!
You
Esri.
did.
I don't know magic.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Listen, my friend over there made a mistake. Nobody's gonna touch you again. All right. Now, if I pick up a piece of that mirror to show you something, all right, I just want you to look at it. Okay.
The door opens.
Hello.
What is who? Sovereign Spirit, who are you people? What are you doing in my house? There's a human woman standing in the door.
Hi. there was some kind of incident in the marketplace where your daughter,
Yes,
sister?
get away from
your younger sister,
And the girl pelts over.
My friend's real bad at gauging ages.
Give me your shirt.
Mom, the kitchen attacked me.
no, there was some,
The kitchen attacked me, Mom.
Oh, that happened.
there was
and we helped.
something happened. My friend here, Shade, stepped in the way to protect your daughter, and we just brought her back here.
I'm pointing to the holes.
We're trying to calm her down. So I apologize for being in your home, but we were just trying to help.
She's down on her knee and sort of examining her daughter's face, looking at the bruise is mostly gone because you used magical healing on her. And give me a persuasion check, Ari. Also with disadvantage just from the very, very strange circumstance that this is in.
14.
14.
Can a
guys
disadvantage be
are-
offset by the younger sister comment?
You guys are so absurdly fortunate with this die is rolling so badly tonight. Except for that mirror attack. That mirror rolled a natural 19.
Nice.
She
There's one dangerous man.
she calms somewhat. The woman calms. All right. Well, thank you. What exactly happened? Donabella, calm down.
Wog shuts the door.
Whoa.
So she's basically still standing in the door.
Oh, I thought she went to the
No, the
girl.
other way around. Calm down. Let me ask questions. And what happened?
All right.
Kitchen attacked her?
Ma'am,
She looks incredulous as two of you nod.
man, all
Not the
all
whole
of you
kitchen,
are
just the stuff in
all
it.
of you are terrible at this.
Yep.
Ma'am, you might want to take a seat because we did see something while it was going on that you should probably know.
You're gonna tell her?
That your cutlery is magic, and it attacked her, and we helped her, and bye.
And he, like, Ari mentally projects out to you all and says, "It's on her hairline. Her mother's gonna see it. It's not gonna be a secret."
Wog is still not good at these telepathic conversations, and so he says, "Of course she's seen her daughter's neck."
What about my
Weird.
daughter's neck?
Yes, ma'am.
And she sort of like turns the girl around and starts combing through her hair. Are you cut back here? The kitchen attacked me, and then the mirror attacked him. I think the house is haunted, Mom.
That is a possibility. But
The mirror
So
did attack him.
Is she not reacting like she sees it?
So, I mean, she sees something on the neck, but she doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to register with her yet.
Oh man.
oh okay.
God, we were here for
Player
a manifestation, and oh boy.
Ari, I would like to try to convince this mom to like take her daughter and let her like rest or something, because I don't want the daughter to be here when I say she's an aberrant, given the visceral reaction that she had to Wog being an aberrant, if that makes sense.
Can I offer to go pick up the cutlery with the girl to get her out of the house?
You can try.
Can I try to be the
I'm going to
mouthpiece for
verbalize that idea before you before I make an attempt.
Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm going to verbalize that idea to seek approval or disapproval from the group, having realized what this occasion is.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry. My daughter's not going anywhere with any of you.
that's
No, not to like leave, but your knives and forks are out there, and they are probably going to get stolen. And I don't know which ones are yours, so I just thought maybe we could pick them up to make sure they come right
I'm sorry,
back.
but
Yeah, why don't both of you? Why don't you and Shade go?
how about you two, Esri?
Yeah,
things are
that's not
flying
happening.
off of my walls, and I'm sorry. Thank you for
We'd like to talk about
helping
that.
my daughter, but I would really
You're welcome.
like you all to go. I need to clean up and see if I can figure out what's going on here. And this is all very, very strange.
Mm-hmm.
She steps
she is.
slightly out of the doorway.
Hysterical. She just. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
But what about
Shade
go.
leaves.
Wog stands up?
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
No, we're not leaving here.
You're muted.
I was doing so well. I had it. No, we're not leaving here until we find out how this goes.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Where do you think she got all those
My compatriots are...
those monster ideas?
Is this out loud or is this telepathic?
I'm saying it out loud.
Okay,
What are you talking about?
can I make a check to get Esri to be quiet and walk out? Like, Esri, it's done.
What are you talking about?
Wog is also not prepared to leave because of the moment of his manifestation. This is something that he's scared to leave.
I will look at Ari, say, you made the choice to get involved.
Yep.
That thing on her neck is a mark.
Oh, so we're not leaving.
Like this. And he's gonna pull off his glove. She's like us.
What
Wog starts to put his hair up into a man bun.
Ari starts to brace himself for stuff to go flying around the room because I imagine this girl's about to freak out again because Esri's running his mouth still. So
She's got 1 HP. I'm not worried. She's alive because of one pocket mushroom. I got this.
what are you? And then she sort of looks more closely. Oh, sovereigns. Why are you people here? What are you do? What did you do here?
we saw her in danger.
Helped.
She was running. Your cutlery was chasing her. More items started to chase her in the square outside on the street. Fortunately, the merchants that were coming looking for her, they're running all over town trying to find her in a different direction because we sent them that way. We're just trying to help. We're all of us here have been through this, and we were alone when it happened to us, and didn't have anybody else like us to be there. But what got me through this, and he kind of pulls his hair and like separates it enough to where she can see the mark under his head, is the fact that my parents didn't shun away from me.
I don't know what help you think you're going to provide.
She needs to control it.
And that's what you're going to do?
We're not going to control her. No. We all have had instances. Shade here, like she's gained
Spotlight on
control
Shade.
of her. She's
Her camera pops back up for me right at that moment.
she
This program is awesome.
she gained control of her mark, and is able to. Whereas she previously, when she would get scared, when she would feel in danger, her mark would lash out. Like if Cutlery were chasing her down the street. Or some stranger grabbed her by the arm in her home, and then a mirror flies off the wall at him deservedly.
You're saying my daughter has some sort of mark on her that lets her talk to Cutlery or something, and
Not talk. The Cutlery was chasing her.
Move things.
It was a danger.
Wog pulls the chair back over and goes to sit back down and says,
as far as I am concerned,
May I-
the most dangerous thing in my house right now is absolutely all of you.
I'm not here to argue with you about that fact. All right? I know that people like us have a reputation. People like your daughter have a reputation. But it's not true. My friend here, gesturing at Shade, stepped in front of the danger facing your daughter out in the street. You see that shirt tied around her arm? She took a knife into her shoulder, and we had to stop the bleeding. That was to help your daughter. We're not like what people say we are. So we're just here to help. But if the way that we can help is to go, then that's what we'll do. Because we just want to help. But your daughter is a danger to herself right now. She doesn't have to be. But right now she is. And that's the reality that you all will have to deal with. But like I said, we can help her control it if you'll have us. But if not, we'll walk out the door.
ma'am, can I call you ma'am? Your daughter is very special. But what he's saying is that if she doesn't learn things to help her, she could be in a lot of trouble. And she needs help from someone. And you need to help her get that help some way.
Make a persuasion check. Are you with advantage?
$23.
He's got me convinced.
My lesser
got
roll was a 22, in fact. So
Ooh, well. That was the DC.
very
She-
resilient mother.
Listens. I don't really know what's happening right now, but I think it will not be helped by strangers in my house. Would like you all to go.
We'll happily do that.
Wog stands up.
Thank you for helping my daughter, keeping her from being harmed by my kitchen.
Your daughter did express that you had a fondness for the cutlery that was chasing her, and we're more than happy on our way out to go to where it fell in the street and just leave it outside your door. Won't come back in, but
Is
as a
not very high on my list of concerns right now. Can't really deal with that with and deal with all of you at this moment.
Yes. We're more than happy to go. And would our treehouse have an address?
I mean, it's pretty
I have a
it's pretty
tin can
easy to tell
phone. We
people
can
where
just
you
give her
live.
one in.
Fair enough.
One treehouse
tree.
square.
If you have any questions or anything, the treehouse, we live in that tree. So if you need anything, just an open offer. But we're happy to go. And he starts gesturing at the door.
And we're leaving, and your daughter is staying.
Yes, of course she's staying.
Of course.
She lives here.
That's right. Sorry.
This is Ari's face right now. This is Ari's reaction.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't ready for that.
Holding it together. I was trying.
I was not ready for that. Okay, I'm together. I'm here.
Sorry. That's right. Oh, and that's what she said. That's right.
Yes. I know.
Good job, Shib.
Ari is now standing in the doorway with the door open, and he says loudly back in the house, "We are leaving now."
We are.
All right.
And he says telepathically, "Guys,
She, like,
let's go."
Backs out.
Wog pulls the ponytail holder out of his hair to let the hair fall back down and turns to the girl and says, "You're not bad," and then walks out of the room.
Okay. Leaving Esri.
Yeah. So Esri hasn't lost eye contact with the mother the whole time. Well, at least he hasn't broken eye contact. He's just been watching her. Can I get a sense of if she is her? I mean, obviously she wants us out of our house. Of course she does. Is there?
I mean, insight is obviously the role in this case.
Yeah, I am trying to determine if I think, this is a bad idea to leave.
Sure. Give me a roll of insight.
Shade, you're outside
12.
also, right?
12. I'm gonna push that.
Go for it.
With
2
a push.
right?
Yeah, take your proficiency bonus, so 2.
I keep forgetting about the push mechanic. Then again, I have 9 hit points, so I don't really need to be making use of the push mechanic right now.
Well, I took 2 hit points of damage to go up 1.
Well, 13.
13.
She rolled a 12. What you read is, I mean, there's a deal of fear, but mostly there's just a lot of concern and confusion. You aren't reading hostility or anger or anything like that. It's, I don't know what to do right now.
She said her name out loud.
The girl's name is Donabella.
Donabella, okay. Annabelle was what was in my head, but yeah, Donabella. I'm gonna walk out slowly, stop by her and say, I'm going to check up on her. If she's not here in a week, we're going to revisit the topic of my reputation.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll walk out.
Why?
Whoa.
Love it. I'm assuming Wog didn't hear it, but Colin loves it.
All right. And as you all make your way back, or do you stop to pick up cutlery?
Did Ari already leave to go do it?
I was standing in the doorway desperately trying to get everybody to leave, and I didn't hear it.
Well,
but
you
I saw
can't be in a
Esri
doorway that I walk
whisper
out
something.
of. I take up a doorway. You gotta pick a side, G.
I take the doorway with me.
I went through it like the Kool-Aid man, so you better be on one side or
I
the
was
other.
outside the doorway, so I stepped to let you out and was trying to
Okay.
get everybody out of the.
So then you're not on cutlery. Then that's what Wog did. Wog on his leaving went straight to go do the cutlery. I don't know. Shade left the room first. I don't know what she did.
I didn't realize Shade left the room first. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you had back to the door first. My fault.
Technically, Ari left the room first,
No
but
worries.
then was like, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
Yep.
I'm picking up cutlery, but I'm picking up literally
Yeah.
everything off the ground. So there's like ceramic bowls and there's like serving spoons
So
and a dragon shard powered turkey cutter.
a bundle of random objects is left on the doorstep of Donabella and her mother, who, from the little mailbox plate, you learn are the Bright Dooms. That's their last name, is Bright Doom.
Donabella Bright Doom.
Donabella Bright Doom.
Whoa, what a heavy name.
Doom?
Yeah, Bright
As in
Doom. Yeah,
Mount
like
Doom?
Bright Doom. Yeah.
Not at all an ominous name either.
It's actually it's actually like an actual like English name, and it actually has a really boring meaning, like tall hill or something like that, just through various layers of translation. But I liked the sound of it.
I mean, first name Poisonous Plant reversed, followed by surname Bright Doom. Like, I'm.
It's great, right?
And,
She's at the top
they
of my
were
list
both,
for future campaign villains in this game.
for the sake of just on first sight, they're both human.
They're both human. All right, and then from there back to the treehouse, I presume.
Yeah.
And as you return to
In
the treehouse
silence.
at sunset, that's where we'll call it for this episode. So,
Oh man, that was
Ari is exuding rage right now.
surprisingly weighty, man.
yeah, that got real. Cool.
Wog's
Whoa.
worried that
Oh,
Ari's
boy.
about to steal his flavor by going into rage mode.
Yeah, Wog was worried that he had been the one who said things too much, and then I'm gonna revisit my reputation hit. Okay, we're cool. I'm gravy now.
Setting aside whether that was the right thing to say or not, that was an awesomely phrased threat.
Yeah, that's baller. That is
Yes, it
gangster. He manifested a microphone and dropped it.
All right. Well, we'll stop there. We hope you have enjoyed this, and as our first really heavy episode comes to a conclusion, and if you would like to know more, Eric will now tell you all of the things. Eric, our chief marketing officer.
Yes, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at The Geek Pantheon. We also have a Facebook group, The Geek Pantheon. Just search it on that website. If you would like to be involved with our community and get to chat with us about a variety of topics, we do have a Discord, the link down in the description below, where you can find that. It's a fun place to be. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/The Geek Pantheon. With all kinds of wonderful tiers, like the Q&A tier, where you get to ask us questions with priority and things like that about the various things that we do. So yeah, go check that out, patreon.com/The Geek Pantheon. And lastly, I do stream on Twitch every Sunday and Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central and Saturdays at 7 a.m. Central. Come by, hang out. I'd like to have you.
Colin also streams.
I do, in fact. You can find me on socials, Twitter and Instagram at SorryBTR. I'm on twitch.tv/SorryBTR. The O is a 0.
All right. Well, thank you again for watching. This has been Khyber Shards. I have been Philip.
I'm Eric.
I used to be Colin.
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I'm currently Casey.
And we will see you next time, we hope.
Bye.